Hey y'all, I'm back with another 12 days of DIY. Now I'm going to be doing a little bit of a different video this time, so I want to warn y'all, I'm not going to actually be making embellishments in this one. I am going to be showing you guys how I use them. I get tons of questions about how I use these and if I have playlists and if I have videos on this, and I do have videos on this. They're kind of like mixed in different, because I just use them in my everyday crafting, and so they're mixed in different project life videos and different like mini album videos. So I wanted to kind of just share with you a video like kind of sharing some examples of how I use them. The first example is this layout that I'm creating. It's actually an 8.5 by 11 because I honestly do not have any more room for 12 by 12 layouts, and I just don't have the space in my house, and I also don't have any more like big 12 by 12 albums that I can spare. And so I do have an album that could use some more 8.5 by 11 photos or layouts, and so I decided to go ahead and create one of those. So I just simply added some layers in the background and 2 photos. I love doing that. And then the bottom embellishment there under the photo is a DIY embellishment that I created from scraps, I think so. And then a couple of the embellishments that I'm using. Okay, so one of the ones that I'm using is a vellum embellishment, and then actually I think I used 2 vellum embellishments, and then I use a paperclip embellishment, and then a label and layers embellishment as well. So there I just used about 4 or 5 embellishments from 4 different videos, and so I hope that kind of gives you a good idea of how I use them. And y'all, all the layering is done, so I didn't even really have to work very hard on that layout. It literally took me about 6 minutes. For this one, I'm going to create a traveler's notebook layout. I had a little bit more trouble with this one, and I think just because I didn't add any pattern paper underneath the photo to begin with, and I didn't really do my layering to start off. I really just jumped right into my embellishments because I wanted to share with you how I use them. And really, I think the cool thing about creating your own embellishments is that you don't really have to do a lot of layering with pattern paper. You really can just focus on the embellishment, and it really like kind of makes the page look complete. And I also want to mention that some people ask where I store these. The ones that I've just created, I actually store in this little bin that sits on my desk. So it's just that little acrylic bin. I got it from the Target Dollar Spot a while back. And I normally, if they're not themed, I just throw them in there. And so I can use them really for any project. And I love reaching for these. There I used about 3 different embellishments, I think. And then I'm adding a couple of other little touches to the page as well. And I think that's pretty much it on that one. And then I'm going to move on to kind of share with you. I'm not going to do a full project life spread, but I'm going to share with you how I would decorate project life cards. So I pulled some cards and some photos as examples, and the first example that I am going to show you is a 4x6 card with a 3x4 photo, and the little embellishment that I created has "Read More" stamped twice on there, and I knew I had this photo that I wanted to document, or I had photos of reading that I wanted to document, so I thought it would be fun to create an embellishment that had to do with that. So that's a little tip for you. I also just added a little layered piece from scraps there on one card as a filler card, a little clip there as a filler card, and then I acted as if this was a title card, like it was week 8. So I added a piece of cork, and then I added a fun little just cluster of embellishment there in the top right hand corner. And then for this one, I just added a little embellishment right on top of this photo. It already had a really cute little phrase on it, or a little saying, and so I thought it'd be perfect for my daughter. And that is pretty much it. Here's a full photo of all the embellishments that I used in these layouts or these projects. And then here are a couple of little close-ups. I hope you guys enjoyed. Give me a thumbs up if you want to see more videos like this, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.